Welcome to my YouTube channel. To my subscribers, to my dear subscribers, I hope your trading is going fine. Well, I apologize for not uploading any video for quite some time now. Well, if you are new to my channel, if this is your first time, please click the subscribe button, like the video, and share with your friends. Let's go straight to the business of the day. This strategy I'm about to show you guys, even if you are new to the whole binary trading system of a thing, you can catch up with this strategy. It's very simple and straightforward, right? But all that is required of you is to strictly follow the instructions for executing trade. Another thing you need is patience. Very important in trading. You have to be patient. Patient for a setup to occur before executing a trade. And lastly, you have to backtest the strategy. Well, if you don't know what backtesting is or how to do it, I will show you in this video. So at this point, I will suggest you pause the video and grab your book and pen to jot down everything about this strategy. I believe you are with your book and pen now. I guess so. So let's begin. The name of this strategy is called Perfect Virage. Perfect Virage. The indicators needed are Bollinger Bands and RSI. Before we continue, let me just say something briefly. After my personal back testing and live trading with this strategy, I can say that it gives up to 80% successful trades if only you abide strictly to the rules. So let's set our indicators. 1. Select the indicators menu. Select Bollinger Bands. Select the indicators menu. Select Bollinger Bands. You leave it in the default settings. Then select RSI2. Okay, that's our RSI. You leave the settings in the default. Don't tamper with it. So this is it. Bollinger Bands and your RSI. So let's go to the rules of this strategy. Number 1 rule. Use this strategy for major currency pairs only. Major currency pairs are pairs with the USD. For example, we have the Euro USD, the GBP USD, the USD CAD, the AUD USD, the NZD USD, and so on. So you use this strategy for only trading the major currency pairs. Rule number 2. Select the trading time. The time frames to use for this strategy are 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. And the expiring time should be the same thing with the time frame you are using. So if you use 1 minute time frame, your trading time should be 1 minute. 5 minute time frame, trading time should be 5 minutes. 10 minutes time frame, trading time should be 10 minutes. But I suggest you ignore the 1 minute time frame when using this strategy, because the 1 minute time frame will give you signals more often, but the signal quality will be very, very bad. So I advise you stick to the 5 minute charts, and that's what we are going to be using in this video: 5 minute charts and 5 minutes trade time. Okay, let's move on to our third rule. Our third rule comprises of the conditions for a sell and the conditions for a buy. Okay, so the conditions for a sell while using this strategy is: first, the first signal appears in the Bollinger Band when a strong green candle closes with at least 30 to 50% of its body outside the top Bollinger Band. And at the same time, the second signal appears in the RSI. That is, the RSI should be above the 70 mark. At the same time, the Bollinger Band signal occurs. So after the close of that candle outside the Bollinger Band, you open a trade opposite to, okay, that is, you open a down trade. You open a down trade with the same time frame you are using. So since we're using a 5 minute chart, we'll open a trade that will last for 5 minutes as well. Here's an example of the sell condition while using this strategy. While for an uptrade, the first signal for a buy appears when a long red candle closes outside the bottom Bollinger Bands with at least 30 to 50% of its body outside. The second signal for a buy occurs in the RSI when the RSI, that is, the RSI should drop below the 30 mark. This is an example of what the buy condition should look like. So if these two conditions coincide, then it's a good time to open a up trade. So now let's backtest this strategy. You backtest by looking at the charts, the past price data on the chart, to see how many times you could have won or lose using this strategy. Another importance of this backtesting and practicing on demo, it helps build your confidence when using a strategy. Okay, here's another buy signal here. You can see the two conditions coincided. The red candle closed outside Bollinger Band, RSI touching the 30 mark. Here's another buy setup here. You can see the red candle closing over 30% of its body outside of the Bollinger Band and touching the 30 mark of the RSI. So far, I've given you 3 rules for this strategy. So rule number 4 is: if the trend keeps moving in the same direction and goes deeper into the overbought or oversold zone, then after the signal candle, you open a trade and that trade was not successful, you mantigo, that is, you double the amount you are going to use for your next trade. If the one you doubled was unsuccessful too, you double the third one. But please do not martingale more than 3 times. Do not martingale more than 3 times. So if you look at this chart here, this chart explains what is a picture of what I'm trying to. It's a picture of rule number 4. So this is a picture of rule 4. Do not martingale more than 3 times. I repeat. So let's move on to rule number 5. Rule number 5. So according to my analysis, the greatest number of entry points in this strategy occurs during the period after trading sections open, like an hour after the trading session open and before they close. Rule number 6. Don't trade when important economic news is being released. Okay? So if you don't know the various trading sections open and close time in your country, I'll advise you to check the description of this video. There is a link I placed there for you. It's a link to a website that shows you the various trading sections open and close time. So when you get to the site, you select your country, time zone. It can be GMT +1, GMT +2, +3, +4. It can be EST. So after setting that, it shows you the trading sections open and close in your country time. Okay, then if you don't know how or where to go to check for, and if there's going to be an economic news released, then also check the description of this video. There's a link I placed there for you to take you to a site called Forex Factory. It shows you news to be released daily and weekly. Take note, impact news are the ones with red color. Those are the ones that you should stay away from. So if you want to open, if you see a signal, let me say 10:55, and when you check the Forex Factory, you see there's going to be an economic news released on that pair by 11 o'clock. That's 5 minutes from when you saw the signal. My advice, don't read that signal. Okay, so now let's live trade with this strategy. Thanks guys for watching to the end. I hope you benefited from this video. If you did, please drop a comment and like the video. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.